Part 1. White Clouds. Great Tree Moon. 3 houses. The icy winds of the Agma Mountains have begun to scatter, and the verdant fields once again spring to life across Fodlan, heralding the start of a new year. As they celebrate the dawning year, the people pray that they may realize their full potential, just as a tiny sprout hopes to one day grow into a great tree. The continent of Fodlan, said to be protected by a revered goddess, has existed since time immemorial. 3 ruling powers now control the land. In the south lies a region long held by a more than 1,000-year-old dynasty, the Adrestian Empire. Beyond its borders, to the frigid north, is the home of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, ruled by the royal family and its knights. To the east, a league of nobles that heeds no king nor emperor rules what is called the Leicester Alliance. Once consumed by a tempest of war and turmoil, Fodlan and these 3 mighty powers now exist in relative harmony.
This will be your first time at the monastery. I'd be happy to show you around.
It really is Fodlan in a nutshell. The good and the bad.
Like it or not, we'll be there soon enough. There it is. Garreg Mach Monastery.
Is here.
I wonder, did the flow of time bring you here?
It's been years since I've last set eyes on this place. To be forced to see her now,
You've been here before?
I've never spoken of this to you before, but many years ago, I was a knight here. I reported to the Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
Lady Rhea?
As you know, the majority of folks in Fodlan are devout followers of the teachings of Seros. The leader of that ridiculously large religious organization is the Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
Thank you for your patience, Gerald. My name is Setik. I am an advisor to the Archbishop.
Right. Hello.
It has been a long time, Gerald. I wonder, was it the will of the goddess that we have another chance meeting like this?
Forgive my silence all these years. Much has happened since we last spoke.
So I see. The miracle of fatherhood has blessed you. That is your child, is it not?
Yes. Born many years after I left this place. I wish I could introduce you to the mother of my child, but I'm afraid we lost her to illness.
I see. My condolences. As for you, I heard of your valiant efforts from Alois. What is your name?
My name is...
A fine name indeed. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for saving those students of the Officers' Academy. Gerald, you already know what it is I wish to say, do you not?
You want me to rejoin the Knights of Seros, don't you? I won't say no, but
Your apprehension stings. I had expected that Alois would have already asked this of you. I must step away for now, but I expect they will desire a word with you soon. Please listen carefully to what they have to say. Until tomorrow, farewell.
Well, yeesh. Got a job right there, I suppose.
I can't believe it. Forced back into the Knights of Seros. I'm sorry I dragged you into this. Looks like I'll be stuck here for a while. And I'm afraid your services are requested as well.
I must work here? As a mercenary?
Nothing like that. They want you to teach, by the sound of it. You heard those brats earlier talking about the Officers' Academy, right? Well, the Academy just happens to be short a professor. And apparently that damned Alois went and recommended you to Lady Rhea.
So, you must be the new professor. My, how stern and handsome you are.
No. I'm not the one you're looking for. You can handle things from here. Good luck. And watch out for Lady Rhea. I don't know what she's thinking making you a professor like this. She may be up to something. Stay on your guard.
Okay.
It's you then? So young.
Competence and age are not necessarily correlated. As you well know, I am Hanneman, a Crest Scholar and Professor at the Officers' Academy. I wonder if you bear a crest of your own. When next you have a moment to spare, I insist that you pay me a visit so we can delve into the subject further.
I'm Manuela. I'm a professor, a physician, a songstress, and available. It's nice to meet you.
You're a songstress?
Of course. Before I came here, I belonged to a renowned opera company. Perhaps you've heard of me? The Middlefranc Opera Company is beautiful, peerless.
Spare our colleague the needless chatter, Manuela. Now then, it seems you'll be taking charge of one of the Academy's 3 houses. I expect you haven't yet been briefed on the nature of each, have you?
Do you really not know? Fine. I'll do you a favor and explain. The Officers' Academy is comprised of 3 houses of students, each of which is closely affiliated with its region of origin. The Black Eagle House is for students from the Adrestian Empire. Their house leader this year is Edelgard, the Imperial Princess, who is in line to be the next Emperor.
The Blue Lion House is for students from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Their house leader this year is Prince Dimitri. He is to be the next king of Fargus.
Lastly, there is the Golden Deer House, which is for students of the Leicester Alliance. Their house leader is Claude, grandson to Duke Regan, the leader of the Alliance.
To think that the next Emperor, King, and Sovereign Duke are all here. It certainly is a promising year for the Academy.
I'll say. I just hope none of those little treasures cause any trouble.
Quite. For now, I suggest taking a stroll around the Academy to get your bearings. And when you've a moment, please stop by my research laboratory.
The old man has a point. Oh, and keep in mind that I've only notified the house leaders that you're our new professor. It's more fun that way. I suggest you try spending time with the students. Some odd ducks in that bunch, but they're good kids. I'm sure Lady Rhea will have more information for you tomorrow, but that should get you going. Good luck.
Oops.
Have you no intention of changing your mind, Rhea? Appointing a stranger, a child no less, as a professor at our esteemed academy is...
I have made my decision, Sedith. I know worrying comes naturally to you, but there is truly no need. That stranger is Gerald's flesh and blood, after all.
I can't say that's all too comforting. How trustworthy is this Gerald character? Is he not the man who went missing after the Great Fire 21 years ago? I would remind you that Flane is now here with us as well. I beg of you, please consider whether this is an unnecessary risk.
Seteth, they have my trust. Let that be enough for you as well. More importantly, I have received a report from Shamir. I am increasingly concerned about a matter regarding our suspicious individual. We cannot ignore those who harbor ill will toward the church, especially if they are frequenting Garreg Mach.
Yes, that matter is of great importance as well. I shall continue my investigation. Rhea, for now I will have faith that you are placing your trust with the utmost care. I pray that nothing occurs to shake that confidence.
Gotta say, I absolutely loved the music and the voice acting in this game. Just really all the sound design is stellar. Like, I could just sit around listening to all the characters' voices for hours. I really do think the voice actors for this game did a really good job. Even if they had to swap them around a little bit after the game came out. If you don't know, the main character basically had his voice actor changed due to circumstances. Alright, we're going to have our first chance to explore on our own. I'm sorry if the first little parts of this game seems just cutscene heavy. It's a strategy RPG. There's gonna be cutscenes. There's gonna be a lot of points where I can't talk. So, excuse that. But, from now on, we're really going to have a lot of more time to free play the game, including exploring freely. This is a new thing to really this game specifically in the Fire Emblem series. You have an entire overworld that you can freely explore and talk to characters, do little deeds to improve your chances at later missions, all those kind of things. And you also have quests.
I assume you are already aware that you will be teaching here at the Officers' Academy, correct? To start, please speak with the 3 house leaders. You should also take a look around the academy and acquaint yourself with your new home. That is your first task here at the monastery. Please let me know if you accept it. Once you have finished, come and speak with me.
Alright.
May I ask a favor of you?
So I guess our first quest is just to learn about the students. Of course we'll accept the quest. Yeah, you can be given quests by various characters. We'll be able to find out more about what we can do as we move on here.
Ha! I imagine you were a bit surprised that I recommended you as a professor here. Frankly, we had someone else in mind for the role, but they ran off during our dust-up with the bandits. Can't entrust students to someone who's abandoned them once before, huh?
You saved the lives of the students you came across. That, at least, was admirable. Now you should make the rounds. Go around the monastery and see that you greet everyone.
Not only will you be meeting students, but you'll also be meeting other teachers. And some of them are some of the best characters in the game, if I do say so myself. And luckily, no matter... Okay, yep, we have a minimap. Luckily, no matter which hall you end up choosing to go with, you'll always have the teachers with you. Here's the reception hall. Nice and big. You know, for recepting things. There's Edelgard. Pity.
So, you've accepted a teaching position here. Pity. I was hoping you would lend your strength to the Empire. I never properly introduced myself, did I? My name is Edelgard von Hresvelk. I am the princess and heir apparent of the Adrestian Empire. I wonder if you'll be tasked with leading the Black Eagles. I hope you've had a chance to meet everyone. Would you like to know more about any of the Black Eagles?
Why, yes, I would. So, you can basically have her talk about any of the characters. And while these are interesting takes, like for instance, we can have her talk about herself.
Me? Well, some think I'm a bit distant, arrogant even, but there's little to be done. One day I must rise to become Adrestia's next emperor. What else? Well, it seems to me that we may have similar personalities.
Yeah, we'll see about that. You can also see they have a defining ability, which for the nobles is going to be increased experience. But you can also see their strengths, their weaknesses. Every character is going to have certain things they're good at. You are even able to change this as you build your characters. Any character can do anything. There's just other things that they'll be better at. And this game, I think, really excels at giving you a lot of freedom. And of course, you could just look at them, I guess, because if you are going to be choosing a team here, not only is it going to be based on your units, but just how much you like the characters. And so this is going to be a good way to see them all. This is Hubert. I'm going to be skipping her things because you can talk to these characters individually, and I'd like to get their personalities through that, rather than just listening to Edelgard say it. He's kind of Edelgard's second-hand man. Officer duty gives him might +5 with gambits, which we don't know about yet. He is mainly a black magic user for the most part. We have Ferdinand. Yep, we know. I actually kind of forget his personality a bit. He didn't stand out too much to me on my first playthrough. He's just kind of basically good at anything, including strength. So, use that. Got Linhart here. He's a sleepy boy. He's really good at magics, whatever that may be. Yeah. Catnap. If this unit takes no action except for weight, he recovers 10% of his max HP. So he could also be a bit of a tank in that case. Sleepy boy, like I said. We got Casper. He is ambitious. He is born to fight, and as you can see, he's a really good axe user, as well as fists. Not too good at the magics, though. We got Bernadetta. She's a shy girl. She's really good at bows and arrows, and lances, I suppose, which is weird. Persecution Complex grants attack +5 if you're not at full HP. That's a weird ability. We'll glance over that. We got Dorothea. She's a singer. She's good at magic and swords, which is kind of a basic, kind of everything you really need. And then we got Petra. She's, I believe, not native to Fodlan, one of the only students that isn't. And so she'll have a weird accent the whole game. She's another character that's pretty much good at anything that involves strength, including flying and bows. Bad at magic, though. You're gonna find that's kind of how it's going to go for most students. Is there something I was supposed to ask you? No. Okay. It's still showing that it's like one of the quest goals, but we already talked to her. I'm assuming it's gonna be keeping track of that. I want to get to Dimitri to be my friend. And also there's going to be all these other characters that are just kind of inhabiting the area. You can talk to a few of them, like I believe this guy. Nope, you.
Greetings! You must be the new professor. What a pleasure. As for me, my job is to stand here at this glorious entrance and leisurely watch over the comings and goings of everyone. Make folks smile, you know? And by that, I mean to vigilantly guard this entrance with my very life. No levity whatsoever. as of now, nothing to report.
As you can probably already tell, that is a fan favorite character right there, and he actually did make it into Smash. He's in the background of the Three Houses stage. Here's the Officers Academy. These are where all three of the dorm, I guess they're called dormitory. No, these are like the classrooms. The dormitories are elsewhere, but you're going to find all the students here. This is the Golden Deer homeroom.
The Golden Deer House is for students of the Lester Alliance. Our house leader is heir to the Alliance's leadership, House Regan. We have plenty of other prominent nobles as well.
Oh yeah, students are really going to be classified into sets of nobles, and they're not called peasants, but they're like regular people. I'm going to go ahead and look at the Black Eagles first, since we already talked to Edelgard. She was not hanging around.
This is the classroom of the Black Eagle House, which is for students from the Adrestian Empire. Our house leader is Princess Edelgard. There are many other nobles among our ranks as well.
You can tell if a character is important or not, if according to whether they have their names shown or if it just says student. So I guess we'll say hi to a lot of the people here. These are not actual students. And also it's saying who you spot. I gotta say, sometimes the text in this game can be rather small, and I believe there's no actual way to change the size of that. So it can be a little rough. I'm gonna set battle speed to fast to go ahead and do that. Actually, you know what? I'll set it to normal, just so we can see animations and stuff to start off with. Then you have other HUD things. Monastery. I want to increase the camera rotation speed because I'll tell you what, it's pretty slow. I think everything else works for here. Then you can change your volume settings. Subtitles obviously on. Rumble, I'm gonna turn that off. Auto advance off and online on. Spirits of the Fallen, Friends, Travelers, those are all online things that we will go over in due time. Let's start saying hi to some of the students.
What? I don't talk to strangers.
Bernadetta, this is no stranger. Our house leader owes this person a great debt. Is that not right? I am Ferdinand von Eyre, legitimate son of the Eyre family, the Empire's foremost house. Are you going to join our class? I look forward to getting better acquainted with you.
I remember him now. He's an uppity, like, noble. It's a noble to be noble. Dorothea, however, is not a noble.
Well, aren't you just lovely? Is this your first time in the monastery? Shall I show you around? Oh, my name is Dorothea. Before I joined the academy, I was a member of an opera company in the Empire. You should hear me sing sometime.
Perhaps. By the way, if you couldn't tell already, this episode is pretty much going to be almost solely talking to the students, getting to know them. We're probably not gonna battle, so just so you know.
Is it true that you saved Edelgard? That's incredible. The name's Caspar, by the way. Pleased to meet you.
Linhard, goodbye.
Yeesh, Linhard. How'd you get into the academy with those manners? So, are you a student here too? Maybe we'll be in the same class.
Perhaps so. I could see that happening. Maybe. I'm not gonna reveal who I'm choosing quite yet, but you'll find out.
I am Hubert, a humble servant of Lady Edelgard. I heard you came to the aid of Her Highness. You have my most sincere thanks. This is Petra. She has come all the way from Brigid to study in the Empire. Back on her archipelago, she is actually a princess. In Fodlan terms, she would be called heir to the throne.
Hello, I am called Petra. I am pleased to be meeting with... I am pleased to have met you.
That's right, she does this weird starfire thing all the time when she talks. And I believe that has introduced us to all of the students of the Black Eagle House. I saw... Oh, Dimitri's out here too. Dimitri? Hello.
Please accept my apologies for the other day. You came to our aid, yet I hadn't even the courtesy to properly introduce myself. I am Dimitri Alexandra Blathid, Crown Prince of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Of course, at the Academy, I am simply a student. And I've heard word that you are to become a professor here. Delightful news. I still have much to learn, but I'm confident I could benefit greatly from your guidance. In any case, welcome to the monastery. I hear you're investigating the different houses here. Did any of the blue lions catch your attention?
Why, yes. Why don't you explain them to us? So this is Dimitri.
Me?
He's, oops. He's a straightforward noble, takes a lot of pride in himself, apparently has some repressed feelings. He has the same ability as the other two main house leaders. He's really good at lances. Lances are his thing, so you'll be seeing him use that most of the time. We got Doo-Doo, as they said in the Nintendo Direct about Smash, but this is Doo-Doo. He's a commoner. He's loyal to Dimitri, and he's a very tanky boy. As you can see, he even has a strength of armor, which we haven't even seen yet. Oops. Yeah, very few people are proficient in armor. We got Felix. He's a very competitive mean boy, very good at sword fighting. Lone Wolf. Unit deals 5 extra damage when no battalion is assigned or when battalion endurance is 0. Again, we don't know what a battalion is, but yeah, he does better on his own, that's for sure. We got Ash. He's a studious little boy, really good at the archery and stuff. Bad at magic, though. And I guess he's kind of what you would call a rogue in most games, most Fire Emblem games. This is Sylvain. He is good at riding and lances. That's his normal thing. I have noticed that the Blue Lions have a lot of lance users. They're not all perfectly balanced. Yeah, like you'll notice that I believe it's Edelgard's is full of a bunch of magic users, whereas others may be short in magic, so you'll notice things like that. This is Mercedes. She's very old. She's like the oldest student here. She's, I want to say 21. She kind of creeps me out a little bit. She's really good at both of her magics, bad at pretty much everything else. This is Annette, I believe one of the youngest here. She's good at magic as well as leading, I believe is her main thing, which is shown through the little flag in her strengths, which has to do with battalions, which again we have not gone over yet, and we will go over later, I promise. Then we have Ingrid. She's pretty well set to be a flyer, and she's I don't know, she's kind of doesn't have a very exciting personality. She's pretty basic as far as things go. Very, very much wants to be a knight when she grows up. So now that we've done that, let's say hello to some of the, what are they? The blue lions.
Hey there, are you the mercenary who saved His Highness? It's an honor to meet you. I'm Sylvain Jose Gautier. Feel free to say hi whenever you like.
That's Sylvain. He's a ladies' man. Did we not go over him? I don't think we went over him over here. Hold on. We can look at his stats. He's a writer. I think I might have skipped right on over him, yeah. You can see his defining ability is a philanderer. Yep, he's a ladies' man. Fun fact, if you play as the female player character, he will join you can recruit him immediately. Even if he's not in your class, he will join you if you play as the female player character. So that's an interesting little deet there. Otherwise, you really do have to work to recruit the other students. So he's the only one that just goes with you no matter what. The male player character gets nothing.
Hi there. You must be the one everyone's talking about. I'm Ash. Great to meet you. This here is Doo-Doo. He serves Prince Dimitri.
I have heard that you rescued His Highness. Words cannot express my gratitude. Should you ever require my strength, please know that I will hasten to repay this debt.
Cool, cool, cool. Doo-Doo and I remember Ash's voice being different. Not quite that nerdy, I guess.
I have heard all about what you did from Prince Dimitri. As a citizen of Fargus, I thank you.
He also said you're quite skilled, and he doesn't just say things like that. I look forward to sparring with you and beating you.
Felix, must you always speak of fighting right away? Oh, and you may call me Ingrid. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Cool. Like I said, Felix is a mean boy, but he's one of my favorite characters. Like the ones that have obvious character flaws, the students do grow as the story goes on, and you like to see those character flaws like kind of evolve into like just, I guess, neutral personality traits at that point. It's cool.
And who's this? You don't look familiar at all. Do you work here at the monastery? Oh, mercy! Do you think this is that mercenary people have been talking about? Now that I think about it, that does sound like something Dimitri may have said. I suppose you'll be enrolling at the Officers Academy too, then? Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Mercedes, and this is my best friend. I'm Annette. It's nice to meet you.
Yeah, you can tell through her voice. You now know why she's kind of creepy to me. Ugh, she's an adult. Like, come on now. Kitty. I know I can pet you. Can I not pet you? There was a recent update to this game. I know you can pet the animals. Maybe it's only the dogs. Like, literally when this game came out, you could not pet animals. Now you can, with an update.
Well, scored a teaching gig here, did you? Talk about a great first impression. I guess that means I'd better introduce myself properly. I'm Claude von Regan. I'm from the ruling house of the Leicester Alliance, but don't worry too much about all that madness. I'm guessing you don't know which class you'll be teaching yet, do you? I bet you'd like ours. We're not as difficult as the other two. Have you met the folks from the Golden Deer House yet? Care to know more about anyone?
Sure, let me know. So this is Claude. He's the leader of the Leicester Alliance, or I guess he's not the leader yet because he's still a kid, but he's the leader of the yellow boys, golden somethings, I don't know. He uses bows. He also has an affinity for flying, so you could get him to be a Pegasus Knight that uses a bow, which is pretty useful. We got Lorenz. He is a magic user. He has the most disliked, design of any character in the game, and rightfully so. He's a little bit royal uppity kind of person. This is Raphael. He's a commoner. Big boy, likes to eat, likes to punch, and he has another affinity for armor. I think that's just the two people who have an affinity for armor is Dedu and Raphael. That's it. Well, I guess, you know what? Edelgard does too. I forgot. Got Ignatz, another magic user. No, I'm a liar. He's not a magic user. He's a bow user. I've never chosen the Leicester Alliance team, if you couldn't tell. Kind of a generic nerdy boy. We've got Lysithea. This is a fan favorite character. She uses magic and double skill experienced when earned in battle, so that's a really good ability. She grows to be a very powerful unit later on. We've got Marianne, another shy kind of, she's got that depressed kind of vampire look, doesn't she? She's good at white magic and writing, so that's usually how most people build her. And she recovers up to 20% of her max HP at the start of every turn when you're next to a cavalry or flying ally, which is a really good tanky ability. Sucks that she has a weakness in armor. Don't read that again, please. We've got Hilda. She's a spear user, not really great at much else, just spears and axes. And adjacent male allies get 3 extra damage during combat. Interesting. Then we got Leonie? Leonie, that is true. She is actually one of Geralt's students. She trained under Geralt. I don't know when, but she knows him. So that's actually kind of cool. That's kind of the extent that I know of her. She's a commoner, good at lances and horses. You love to see it. I guess she's stingy.
I appreciate your effort.
Oh. So we finished that. I don't think it's gonna make me go to her right now. We're gonna still be able to say hi to the kids. Continue exploring, not yet. We'll get around to it. Let's go say hi to all of the golden deer.
Ah, you must be the renowned mercenary who rescued Claude. Honestly, you should not have troubled yourself over the likes of him.
You now see why he is one of the most disliked characters.
My name is Lawrence Hellman Gloucester. You will want to remember it.
Will I? I don't know why. He's one of the characters that's in the background of the Three Houses stage on Smash. Don't ask me why they chose him.
So you're the skilled mercenary who saved Claude, are you?
Oh, you are? It's such an honor to meet you. Ignatz Victor. My parents are Alliance merchants.
And I am Lysithea von Ordelia. Please do not forget it.
I will not. Like, they literally put this boy in Smash when in the same house they could have represented Lysithea here, who is one of the most liked characters. It's weird.
Hey, are you that mercenary? Everyone's been talking about you. I'm Hilda Valentine Goneril, and her name is...
Marianne von Edmund.
Are you joining the Knights of Saros or something? Well, I look forward to seeing more of you.
Something like that. They're the cotton candy pair. They always hang out together, and their hair colors, you know how it be. And then we have Raphael and Leonie.
Are you someone's guest? The dining hall's that way, if that's what you're looking for.
No, Raphael. That's Captain Gerald's kid. Hi, I'm Leonie Pinelli, Captain Gerald's first and greatest apprentice. I'm sure he's told you about me.
Nice to meet you. I'm Raphael Kirsten. Who are you again?
I suppose I should return to Rhea. Yep, we've talked to all the kids, so I'll go to her myself, thank you. Yeah, that's the Golden Deer and the other two teams. Blue Lions, I can never remember the names. And then you got like the Black Eagles, despite their color being red. Don't ask me to explain it. I believe there should be other characters for us to talk to standing about. We can't walk around the entirety of Garreg Mach yet. They do put you in a specific area for now. Can I pet Doggy? I don't know why I can't pet Doggy. I don't have business here yet, but I can talk to you.
What do you want? I am Yuritsa. I teach here. Weapon instruction. These are the training grounds. Goodbye.
Cool, thanks for the info. He's a really weird character. And it's like, I don't know. You'll find out more about that as we go through the game. He's a weird background character. That's all I can say. You can also go up to the second floor. Can I do that now? Okay, the second floor is where some of the dorms are and more of the teachers are. Audience chamber, I believe that's where we need to go to. Ooh, here's Cyril. This is one of my favorite characters as well.
I'm real busy, so could you please move along now? Thanks. Okay now, what else did Lady Rhea need doing today?
He's one of the servants around Garreg Mach. You'll see a lot more of him later.
Here I am again, the office of the Captain of the Knights. That said, I'm merely here to assist. Apparently, the current captain is getting on in years. I hear the captain has a hard time keeping up with the responsibilities of the job. That's where I come in.
Huh. Interesting. They're just gonna replace him just like that, because you waltzed on in. These are also the staying rooms of the teachers.
Oh, Professor! Dropping by so soon? I expected we'd take some time, exchange a few smiles as we passed in the hall, flirt a bit, you know. Well, you're here now, and I do like a man who knows what he wants. Lock the door.
Good lord.
Huh. That welcome didn't faze you at all, did it? What's the matter? Don't you like me? Or are you just so innocent you don't understand me?
As odd as Manuela, I guess it is, might come out, she is one of my favorite characters. As you get to know her, you learn more about her, and it's, you know, all the characters really do grow on you.
This is my research laboratory. I've worked hard to furnish it with the rare materials and purpose-built equipment required for my work.
Cool. That's Hanuman. Not as much of a favorite as Manuela is. Do we have... Can I just look at the map? Maybe not. I know I can't. Yes, R button. I believe we've talked to everyone who's talkable. Yeah, it looks like we do. There's no more, like, bubbles popping up. So, I forgot. Okay, that's how you zoom out. With that, in the next episode, we're gonna go talk to Rhea now that we've had time to meet all the students. See you all then, and goodbye.